The IGCSE Business Studies exam is coming up, and the good news is the boundaries that I put on the thumbnail there, they are real. It is around about 32% to get a C grade pass, and around about on average 65% to get an A star grade. Now in the past, I've always kept that a secret from my classes because actually it was quite difficult to get some of those percentage scores, but I'm sharing it this year because I honestly don't believe anyone has got any excuses. There are tools out there this year, some of which I've created, and they're all for free. That means anyone can get the grade that they want. In this video, I'm going to put chapters so you can skip, so you don't have to listen to me drone on, but I'm going to be going through the 2 big common mistakes people make, and then the 5 essential steps to maximize your revision and get those top scores. If the video helps, please like, subscribe and share because I really want to help as many people as possible with this video. So let's start with the mistakes that people are making. The first one is revision. It's currently, when I'm filming this, Easter time, and I imagine some people are already panicking and they've got out their revision. They've started on Unit 1, they've started going through and highlighting their notes and copying them out. Just have a look on the YouTube videos. Unit 1 always does the best. But you're getting it wrong. What you're doing there is you're revising to make yourself feel less guilty and feel productive. But you're actually just picking the stuff that you know the best, something that feels comfortable. That's not a sensible way to revise. It makes you feel good, but you won't feel good when those horrible questions come up. You need to be changing that. Your revision, certainly at Easter time, needs to be making you a little bit uncomfortable. You need to be finding out what's going wrong. The second big mistake that people make is IGCSE Business Studies is all about exam technique. You might know the content, all of it really well, but if you're not giving the examiners what they're looking for, you are going to be throwing away an unbelievable amount of marks. So you've got to know the exam technique. You can't just learn content and rely on that. You've got to know how to give the examiners what they're looking for. Okay, now the 5 steps then. How should you be revising this year? Well, the first thing is, it sounds like a sales pitch and I'm a bit tired of doing it and hearing this, but go on my website, BizEd Made Simple. It's not a sales pitch because I'm not selling anything. It's a terrible business model. I really did. I made it for my students and then I've just killed myself in doing all of those things, but it's all free. I'm going to put it up on the screen so you can have a look. The only thing you need to do is an email to register, but you're going to find on there, as I keep saying, everything you need. I'm going to take you through how to use that to really get those things sorted. So let's go through the 5 steps. First of all, step number 1, your revision needs to be a bit uncomfortable. You need to find the gaps in your knowledge, those days when you were away from school and you didn't catch up, because they will be the ones that catch you out in the exam. There could be a whole load of those questions that just destroy your marks. So how do you find your gaps? What you do is go into the site and then go to the knowledge testers. Hopefully I'm going to be showing you on my screen at the moment. They're AI, they're totally free, and get it to ask you all of the questions by each of the units. And then just try and answer them the best you can. Then you can ask it, hey, which sections of the syllabus am I not understanding fully? What have I got confused about? Don't be defensive like lots of students are. You want to know the gaps. Once you've figured out all of the gaps you've got, and I don't know how many that's got, it'll vary by how hard you work through the 2 years, but find out the gaps, write them down, because then that's what you've got to target. That takes us on to step number 2. Once you know what your nightmare questions are going to be, once you know what your gaps are, now you've got to fill the gaps. Again, the site comes in. So let's say we've got 2.2 is a main weakness area. I don't know what that is, maybe it's motivation or something. But then go back to the website because I've literally put the whole syllabus in online lessons. So you can find 2.2 or whatever it is, click on it, start the course. You're going to have a video lesson, yes, where I'll be droning on, but it's going to be telling you, teaching you from scratch, everything in painful, slow detail, everything you need to know for 2.2.4. If you don't feel I'm very good at explaining, I've then gone even further. I've got an AI tutor, which again, hopefully you can see. That AI tutor can explain everything to you in whatever style you like. You can ask it to relate it to football or race driving or whatever you want. There's no excuse this year to not understand any of the topics. It's certainly possible to understand everything. Okay, next we go on to step number 3, crucial one. You've got to know, as I said before, what the examiners are looking for in the exam. Exam technique is everything. You get your technique wrong for B questions, you do it wrong throughout all of the paper 1, and you're going to get no marks, despite seemingly giving them what they want. So you've got to watch these videos that your paper run-throughs. They're old from me, about a year old, but they are still totally relevant, telling you what examiners are looking for. You've got to know about knowledge and application, analysis and evaluation, and give it to them when they want, writing in the margins what they're looking for. Once you know the exam technique, we're then on to step number 4, I think it is. Then you've got to practice those skills. Depends how much you've done throughout the 2 years. Again, hopefully my classes are pretty good on that. Don't know, let me know my class if you're watching. But you should know what application is and analysis. But if you don't, no problem. Go on to the courses. Again, on my website, I've got full detailed video courses. And once again, AI skill builders that will help you practice it. It will teach you how to get analysis and application marks with chain of analysis and application tools. It's all there. A little bit of practice, interactive, do it on your mobile and you're going to know the skills. I think that takes us to number 5. Once you've got those skills, once you've got the knowledge, then you're ready for past paper questions. Now, past paper questions, difficult in business because they've scattered everywhere. And how do you get past paper questions on the topics that you weren't too sure about? Well, for the final thing on my website, I've even put that there in a free form YouTube videos and a course up here where you can just find all the questions they've ever asked under the current style by unit. So if you didn't like that 2.2 or whatever, go and find the 2.2 and then you'll see all of the questions. There's a certain amount of repetition across all of the IGCSEs, the style of them. Once you get familiar with that, are you telling me you can't get 32% or 65 for the A star? This year it's entirely achievable with all the things I've done there. Please, as I said in the middle of the video, if you find it helpful, share it. It helps me out, it gives me a like, and it gets the advice to more and more people. Good luck with your exams. Any questions, write them below.